Morning. Good morning. Good morning. You sleeping or what? It's not time to be sleeping in this Trump arena. You cannot be sleeping. Okay? Wake up. You can't be sleeping in this Trump era. Oh Lord, oh Lord. How are you? Are you feeling? We want to talk about a very important subject. I know it's early, but you can't be sleeping in this Trump era, okay? Gotta be moving, because things are happening left and right. You gotta be moving on your feet, okay? You gotta be moving. Okay, so I wanna see. Good morning. Hi, James. Patricia Stephenson, how are you? Good morning. How are you? How are you feeling this morning? Are you awake? I mean, it's almost 10 a.m. here, right? Eastern time. You can't be sleeping. We are under attack. You can't be sleeping. You can't be sleeping. Gotta be like moving, knowing what's going on here, left and right. Okay, we have to talk about the latest immigration news. Want to talk about one topic first, then I'm gonna go to other topics. So you can't be sleeping, okay? Yes, we are. If you look at the news and how people are being, it's just like too much. Anyway, so let me share my screen first. So I want to talk about this topic, and then we can move on to other topic. Then I can take questions. Okay, I want to talk about, yes. I want to talk about USCIS. USCIS just published this, okay? Motion to reopen, okay? First, they talk about temporary protected status recipient, then they talk about, at the end of this memo, they're talking about everybody, right? So we want to talk about it. It was released on the review and updated on January 24, 2025, okay? But it was released to us here on the 27th. So, but what I want to talk about is what's really going on. This is what they're saying. TPS recipient with orders of removal or deportation seeking adjustment of status with USCIS. You might ask ICE to consider joining in a joint motion to reopen proceeding to terminate your order of removal or order of deportation if you are a TPS recipient with a removal or deportation order who traveled and returned with government authorization while in TPS, and you intend to apply or have filed an application for adjustment of status with USCIS, or USCIS already deny your application to adjust status solely because they do not have jurisdiction, or they do not have jurisdiction of your application because your removal order or deportation order and your and your deportation order because of your deportation order, and you have waived at the count of inadmissibility, but a waiver was not filed or adjudicated. You have waivable count of inadmissibility, but the waiver was not filed or adjudicated. TPS orders, who initially enter without inspection, then later on travel outside of the US and came back, paroled back, while under TPS, invalid TPS status, they parole back, they intend to adjust status, or they already tried to adjust status, but it was denied due to deportation order, or maybe the waiver was not adjudicated, but now they're trying to adjust status. Can you ask ICE? Yes, you can ask ICE. Okay, that's what it's saying. But what's going on? ICE hasn't provided us with a guidance on this since Trump came back to power. We don't have a proper guidance on this. But this is something to consider, right? If you are if your removal or deportation order is terminated through this proceedings and you have already applied to adjust status with USCIS and been denied solely for the reason listed above here, okay? You might file a new, or you might ask to reopen the case. It's basically they're going to take even a late I-290B notice of appeal, and then you should write TPS removal order. But I personally just suggest you file a new application, because those I-290B, who knows where those applications go, because it takes forever for them to respond to it. You don't even know how to follow up. Anyway, so that's what they're suggesting here, right? And then you should write TPS removal order, so they will know to prevent a rejection for untimely filing. So basically, they are trying to accept even a late filing of the form I-290B if you meet those requirements here, right? Basically, TPS order, you travel abroad, came back on parole, tried to adjust status with USCIS, was denied because of lack of jurisdiction. The waiver was not even adjudicated because they lack jurisdiction. So now you can, after you terminate removal with ICE, you try to ask ICE to basically join a motion to terminate. And when the judge terminates removal, then you can go back to USCIS, either file a new application or file a notice of appeal or motion. Okay. So again, if you it says here, if you need legal advice on your immigration case, make sure the person you are authorized to give you is actually an attorney, right? So for notarios, yeah, don't do that. And then it's in all language here. You can click, if you don't speak this language, you can click those languages here. And I wanted to talk about, because it's talking about other people too, okay? Other alien with order of removal or deportation seeking adjustment of status with USCIS. First of all, they were talking about TPS holders, okay? And now they're talking about everybody else. If you have an order of removal or deportation, USCIS does not have jurisdiction of your application for adjustment of status because of the removal order. You might again ask ICE to exercise prosecutorial discretion, considering joining in a motion to terminate removal proceedings. Okay, if your removal order is terminated as described above, and if you have already applied for adjustment of status with USCIS and they deny your application based on lack of jurisdiction. Okay, this applies to someone who already tried to apply with USCIS and they deny them because USCIS does not have jurisdiction. They can try to again ask ICE. But here's the thing. I'm gonna stop here first. Come back. Here's the thing. We have not, up to now, I did not get any guidance for ICE about this new USCIS update. Okay, I'm trying to figure out if ICE is even willing to take those cases, because they canceled the Biden memo. So are they willing to take those joint motion to reopen? We don't know yet. They have to tell us, because we don't know yet. I did not hear anything yet. This is USCIS saying that, but ICE has to say something, because you don't want to just send things for the sake of sending. And if ICE doesn't respond to you, that'll be like a waste of your money. Okay. So this is a great, at least a great start if this administration is willing to do it. So, and then let's wait and see how it's going to play out. Then we'll go from there. Okay. Let's get some question here. So my daughter is awaiting her document. She said her lawyer didn't submit yet. Maybe today. I had to sign another document yesterday. Oh, okay. Oh, what else? Is moving to another state after submitting N400 and before scheduling the interview will slow down the case process. First of all, if you move to a new state, you have to change your address, right? Did you change your address? Because if you move to a different state, you change your address with USCIS, then they have to transfer your case to that other state. So now you have to go with processing time of the other state. So just look at the processing time of the other state. And see what are the processing time. You're just gonna have to go with the processing time of the other state. Is it gonna slow the process? Sometimes it depends. Sometimes you change the state. If they don't have enough cases, they even call you earlier, right? It just depends. What is their processing time? She was married to a U.S. citizen last year. Will she be in trouble moving? I mean, if it's a valid marriage, I don't see why she would be in trouble. People always get married, you know. So as long as she can prove it's a bona fide marriage, a good faith marriage, a valid marriage, I don't think she'll be in trouble. Okay. Good morning. How are you, El Pachulo 213? How you feeling? Yeah. So for this one, it's saying like if they deny your application because of lack of jurisdiction. You try to apply, they deny it because of lack of jurisdiction. You can consider to, ICE might consider to join a motion to terminate removal proceedings, so you can go back to USCIS and adjust status. And then for TPS holders, it's saying that even when you intend to apply for the first time, you can ask ICE to consider joining a motion to terminate your removal proceedings. But what I'm saying here is that I haven't heard anything from ICE yet. ICE hasn't weighed in on this topic. So yeah, if I were you, I'll wait a little bit and see what ICE has to say before start sending those applications, because you don't want to send those applications and then it gets denied. That'd be like a waste of money. Good morning. How are you? Mike Johnson. Good morning. How are you? Let's see. Do we have questions here? Yeah. Why we never have questions on IG. Sometimes I wonder why people on IG are just there. Okay. Yes. So any question before we move on with a different news? Okay. Do we have any other news? Who else has a question? Okay. What of those without inspection? Yeah, that's the now. This one is just if somebody was eligible to adjust status, but they couldn't just because of lack of jurisdiction. Yeah, that's it. What is the latest news? Yeah, the latest news is that ICE might consider joining a motion to reopen and terminate removal proceedings for certain people who initially applied for adjustment of status, but it was denied because of lack of jurisdiction. So USCIS is telling those people to go back again, try to ask ICE if they might consider joining a motion to terminate removal so they can adjust status. That's the first latest immigration news. Okay. Cannot fly domestic with receipt of ICE spending. To board an airplane, you have to have a ID, right? So do you have a actually right now what I believe it has to be federal ID, right? So because you have to be compliant type of yeah, you don't need receipt if you're flying, you have to have some type of valid ID. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. Yeah, you're gonna have to TPS holder, you're gonna have to ask ICE to if you enter with inspection, if you did not enter with inspection, first of all, you have to go out and make your parole in 3 with your TPS and travel document. But anyway, let's assume you enter with inspection. You're going to have to ask ICE to terminate removal proceedings first. If they terminate that, then you can go back to USCIS and adjust status. Unless you are like a roving alien or something around those lines, that's different. So that's what we're talking about here. So let's move on to the second news. Let's share my screen. Second news. Yeah, this one is really bad. Cancellation policy memorandum. This is basically just gonna say it in short. What they're saying here, they're going back to the old policy. Essentially, if a person is in removal proceedings, ICE is going to implement or execute those order of removal once a judge orders a person removed. Initially, the way it works is that you go to court for your individual hearing. After the individual hearing, if you get a decision that you've been ordered removed, ICE will just get you there in court and try to deport you. But because sometimes we file for appeal, but you're still going to be in detention, and then the lawyer is going to try to help so they can release you on bond if you're eligible for a bond. Otherwise, you're just going to wait there until BIA decides on your on the decision. If BIA is going to maintain the decision of the immigration judge, then they're going to carry out that order of removal. If not, then they're going to release you. But you might be eligible to be released on bond. It just depends, case by case basis. But basically, what this policy is saying is that they are going to implement again execution of order of removal in court. Okay, that's this news. Basically, that's what this news says. And not to mention saying too that BIA used to take too long for to respond to appeals. Now they're not going to take too long. They have to respond within a timely manner. As a matter of fact, we filed for an appeal last time we got to respond with response within 30 days. So they're gonna be doing things faster now. I guess because they just wanna exercise those order of removal. Um, what else? Sorry. Um, I wanted to. Okay, this one is here. Yeah. Okay, let's answer this question. Can you travel with your expired green card and your extension notice? Well, that's how it used to be, right? We used to travel with all that under Biden. Why does USCIS move case to another office? It's because if they have a lot of cases, they might move it to another office. And sometimes the other office has jurisdiction, they can move it. Yeah, they decide what to do with cases. They might move it to a different office, maybe because that office, maybe they have a lot of work, they want the other office to help them out, or maybe because of jurisdiction. It's just depend. Okay. And about traveling too, I want to talk about it because there's a, let me stop here first. I have a question. Let me answer this question, then I'll talk about the traveling um, thing, because there are a lot of reports about traveling. Qualify. That's what the notice says. You qualify something. It's just you ask ICE if they want, they do it. Okay. Is your pending 485 under family base? Jean, is it under family base? It might affect it, but as of today, I haven't heard anything about the public charge rule. But you know, they're always gonna bring it. It might affect if, yeah. It's really hard to tell, right? You just wait and see. Oh, you travel safely and you came back. That's good. You came back because there's something going on with travel that I want to talk about. I'm here. I'm not. I'm glad to hear you that you are back. Okay. Don't be going out again. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that you're back. Don't be going out again this time around. Okay. Because there's something going on. I'm gonna share my screen in a minute about advanced parole and traveling outside right now. It's like it's a mess. Add in. How long it takes for the judge? If it's BIA, it takes sometimes, but if it's the immigration courts, it usually take only 30 days. Yeah. For the first time, they said that what they say for people, other alien, they only say two things. You have to basically, for somebody who tried to apply with USCIS, but it was denied because of lack of jurisdiction. That's what it says. So I don't think it says something else for other aliens. Okay. Good morning. How are you, Ochelade? Yeah, Ask is not responding. Remember, Ask is not responding because we have a new administration, right? So, but this this policy came from USCIS. If it came earlier or saying that I haven't heard anything about ICE lately because this new policy was released on the 24th. We came to know about it on the 27th. It was written on 24th, revised actually on the 24th, but we came to know about it on the 27th. So, and ICE hasn't weighed in on it. So that's why I'm saying that it's better to prepare the document and then wait. Once ICE provides some type of guidance, then we will know how to proceed. Yeah, currently ICE is not responding to those joint motion. Yeah, they are not. When do you think? I don't know. I don't know. Just go with the processing time online. At least you have an idea. Yeah. Virtual hearing. Yeah, virtual hearing is good. Just keep it virtual because they came with a new, they canceled the old policy. They came with a new policy where if a person is ordered removed, ICE will execute that order of removal in court. That's it. And then while the person is waiting for the appeal, they'll be detained unless they are eligible for a bond. Then they could be released on a bond. Otherwise, they're just gonna wait until BIA decide on the case. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know when you're gonna get your decision. Yeah, you just have to check processing time online. Then you have an idea. And because they're doing a lot of interviews, yes, you might face some delays. Please explain about refugee travel document. Is it safe or not? It's supposed to be safe, but you cannot go back to the country where you claim persecution. That's the idea, right? So if you go back there, then you might not come back here. Thanks, man. You're welcome. So I want to talk about the travel thing because there's an alert about travel. Just give me one moment to pull my okay. There is something going on about traveling I wanted to talk about. Okay. I saw it. Let me talk about it first. Then I'll come back to questions. Traveling. Okay. Travel warning. Travel warning. Okay. CBP OFO committee has received numerous reports regarding port of entry overstepping and denying entry, okay, based on formal and informal presidential and agency declarations, okay. So a lot of port of entry, they are denying entry, okay. So until CBP receive updated guidance, number one, Colombians should expect enhanced screening. This will be especially applicable to diplomat visa holders or people who have held diplomatic visa in the past and may be entering in different status. So first of all, Colombian, they have to expect a lot of screening at the port of entry. Entry requiring admission via port parole should not be expected as they are being authorized exceedingly, sparkling and have higher levels of review. Okay. Entry with advanced parole should be cautious. If you're traveling on advanced parole, yeah, this is not the time to do it unless it's really urgent. While presumably our parents parole have entered last week without issue, we have heard of ports disregarding parole due to underlying previous unlawful presence in the US. So basically, people who are traveling currently with parole, they have to be careful because sometimes you go to the port of entry, they are denying them entry based on previous unlawful presence. Individuals that were issued prior travel notice to appear that were issued, individual with notice to appear. Okay, if you have a notice to appear and you were issued travel, should consider not traveling. Okay. Okay, if you are a person who is in removal, you have a notice to appear, and you have been issued a, first of all, if you have a notice to appear, you're not going to be issued a travel document unless you have TPS, right? Anyway, so notice to appear, and then you've been issued travel, like advanced parole type of travel, you should not consider traveling because you're going to be denied entry. That's just what's happening. One case example will involve travel on 5/5 stamp issued after 751 denial and notice. Okay, there was a person who was trying to ask me if they can travel with their conditional green card with a receipt. The thing is, yes or no. If you've already been issued a notice to appear and the I-751, because the I-751 was denied, do not travel. You will not, you're going to get denied entry because you're in removal. Under Biden, it wasn't the case, but now it is the case. Just don't do it. That's just as simple as that, because if you go, you're just going to stay there. Okay, United for Ukraine program has been halted. U4U has been halted. It's on pause, and final decisions such cases have been suspended. So on January 27, the USAID updated their website to report. So yeah, you have to report. Yeah, travel warning. Just don't do it. Okay. If you don't have a valid like green card or conditional green card or TPS, just those travel documents on parole and those you have a notice to appear in court and then you have a conditional green card and a stamp, don't do it. They're denying a lot of people entries. That's it. That's just that. What else I wanted to talk about? Yeah, I wanted to talk about this. Okay. This is the website where you can take action. Okay. Let me copy it. Take action now. I'm putting it right here. Take action now. What's the website? Yeah, you put your name and take action. Why? Because they suspended a lot of funding for nonprofit organization, because a lot of people get help from nonprofit organization, those lawyers who work for free or low cost. Funding has been suspended, so they cannot represent people without proper funding. So yeah, you need to take action. If you put your name here, take action so that they can restore the program. You see, on January 25th, the Department of Justice instructed providers to stop working on a long-standing suite of legal access programs that serve children, adults, and family at risk of deportation. The 4 programs have been halted. Okay, those are the nonprofit. They can't work. So you need to sign this petition so that they can restore the program, because the government has cut funding for them. But they do help, they do represent immigrants in court and help out with a lot of programs. So you need to take action. So I already signed. So you need to take action on this one. This is serious. And then we have how many policy? 82 policy. Let me refresh and see how many two. I'm going to come back to those policies. I want to talk maybe the new, yeah, 82 policy action as of today. This is where you go to find out those policy. Let me give you again. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it. Let me stop the screen and take some questions first. Yeah, I'm going to talk about those policies because we have a lot going on. Every day yeah, once in a while, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, I'll come here to answer questions, but you know, we have a lot going on. You can keep up with this policy here yourself. Okay, let's see. Can I apply for B1, B2 while having a I-1 to I mean, you can try, but are they going to give you? Probably not. Why? Because you have I-130 already pending in the system. Most of the time they don't, because the reasoning is that you're trying to bypass the visa procedure. So if you're applying on your own, like you're not going to involve a lawyer, then you can do it, because even if they deny, you're not really losing anything. But if you're applying to a lawyer, then I wouldn't suggest it, because if you get denied, you waste your money, because chances are it's going to be denied. And the reason is because you have I-130 pending, especially now with Trump. It's just going to get denied because of the I-130 pending. They're just seeing like this person want to bypass the visa procedure. That's all. That's the reason. But if you ask, can I try? Yes, you can try on your own. Don't pay for it. Just pay for the application, of course, but don't get a lawyer for it. That's a waste. So we talk about travel now. Okay, you're welcome. What? Is it safe? Advance, we just talked about traveling on advance parole, right? A lot of reporting that people are being denied entry. So is it safe? I don't know, because of those deny of entry. People usually, what they do, they get a unlawful waiver. You should get unlawful waiver. You can get unlawful waiver of unlawful, and then advance parole, those two things, and hopefully it helps. Instead of cancel the processing, can I adjust status? Uh, Probably not, because of failure to maintain lawful status. But again, some people, if you apply for asylum with prior to the expiration of your visa, some people have previously successfully argued in the Ninth Circuit that they meet a technical reason requirement. So USCIS should adjust their status. Some won, some lost. It just depends on who's reading your case. Technical reason type of argument doesn't work like 100%. Like maybe out of 10 cases, maybe 4 cases or 3 cases, they might win. You can try, but I cannot guarantee you here that it's going to work because of failure to maintain lawful status. Okay. What else we have here? Let me drink water. Okay, so what else we have here? Yeah, if you don't have any previous removal order, you should be safe, right? I mean, she should be safe. You're welcome. Welcome. What else we have here? I want to see what we have here as far as oh my gosh, immigration officers are instructed to wear clothing that clearly depicts their agency for media coverage. It's like they're trying to advertise this mass deportation. It's like, are you serious? Really? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Okay, this one I want to talk about. I want to talk about two things about mass deportation because it's still going on. Let me share my screen again. By the way, we have 32 people in the house. Please like, please share so I can continue with this live session, okay? Please like, please share. We have 32. At some point, we had 35. At some point, we had 45 people in the house. I want to see 45 like and share before I continue. By the way, if anybody need a consultation while we're talking, you can schedule it. You can schedule it. Hold on, let me put the consultation link here. Okay. If anybody need a consultation, let me put it here. You should schedule it. That's the consultation link right there. Let me see. Yeah, I want to talk about the last news for the day at least, because news are always coming. You can keep up with it. I gave you all those links so you can keep up with those news. Because sometimes I'm just like it's too much. But what I'm trying to say here is that okay. So this is what I was trying to say here about mass deportation. Okay. Administration officials direct us to increase arrests to meet daily quota. So they have a quota that they have to meet daily in terms of mass deportation. That's why you gotta be careful out there. Okay. So what they're saying is like, according to the Washington Post, Trump official directed senior ICE officials to increase arrests to meet daily quotas. Each field office has been instructed to make 75 arrests per day, with manager held accountable for failing to meet the targets. Nationally, this will increase daily ICE arrests from a few hundreds per day to at least 1,000, 1,200 to 1,500 a day. That's how they want this thing to go down, okay? Not to mention here, they're saying that they have to wear the uniform for media coverage. I was like, really? It's not like an advertisement at this point. Anyway, so we already talked about expedited removal, the process by which any officer will arrest somebody and deport them without hearing. If the person's been here undocumented and less than 2 years. Yeah, that's expedited removal. Into without inspection, then being here for less than 2 years undocumented. Even if they were parole, they can still, if it's less than 2 years, they can still deport them without hearing. That's expedited removal. Okay, so it's happening. It's happening. As you see, they're telling them to increase the quota. So if you have anything to file, this is the time you file. Let me stop sharing here. how long it takes for BIA motion to reopen. If it's a joint motion, uh, it's used to take between 8 to 9 months. But now they say that BIA is going to be processing cases like faster. As a matter of fact, we just applied for an appeal. It's an interlocutory appeal, like an appeal before the case is over. So we receive a response within 1 month. So nowadays it's not gonna take that long. Yeah, it used to take 8 to 9 months. Nowadays, not gonna take any long because they really want to just be done with people, I guess. Okay, what else? Anybody else? What else we have here? Let's wrap up. What else we have here? Let's wrap up. I'm gonna see if I have any. Yeah. Do we have any other question? I wanna, it's almost 1 hour. Been talking for almost 1 hour, 42 minutes. I wanna wrap up here. Anybody has a question? Put in the comment. Okay. Okay, so this is it for today, right? We talked about everything that we were supposed to talk about. Make sure you follow me on all platforms. I'm gonna break some small news on TikTok. Make sure you follow me there too, because sometimes I break news over there as well. Um, apply for TPS since June. No answer. Yeah, you just need to follow up. They're not even received. We apply in 2023, I believe, right? Let me see when we apply for TPS for Cameroon. They haven't responded until today. Yeah, I have a person who applied in December of 2023. December of 2023. Oh, almost 1 year, no response. It's taking forever. Okay. Who else is here? It's taking forever. So you just, I don't know what you can do. Just follow up. But DHS already granted joint motion to reopen. Why the person has a master hearing again? I don't understand the question. They grant a motion to reopen if a case is closed. Why this person has a closed case and another hearing? It don't make sense to me. So it means the case is already reopened. So, Oshilade, I don't understand your question, okay? South America, yeah. Depressing. Oh, okay. So this is it for the day, okay? We pretty much answer all questions. Some questions, the context, I don't understand the context of it. Some people, they just have to schedule consultation. So anyway, again, please follow me on all platforms so you stay informed, not and prepare. Your master hearing is online. How are they? They're getting people in court, and they don't get people at the master hearing. They get people after the judge order removed. That will be individual hearing. If the and of course, if the decision is oral, it's if it's a because sometimes the judge will enter a decision, an oral decision after the individual hearing, like I'm gonna order you remove, and then I will be right there to take the person. Then the lawyer is gonna follow the person and try to apply for a bond. If the person is eligible on bond, then they will release the person. If not, then the person stays there. Then the lawyer file an appeal, and hopefully BIA, they agree. If they don't agree, the person is going to be removed. Or maybe the lawyer will file in federal court, but still the person will be held there until, or maybe released under order of supervision or something like that. They can change the online to in person. Even if they change the online, why are you being so negative? You're so funny. Even if they change from in person to even if they change for in person to online to in person, you remember this is your master hearing, so you still have to come back for the individual hearing. So yeah, they're not going to take you on master hearing, you see. No, that's not how it works, okay? They're not going to take you on individual hearing, on master hearing. That's not how it works. They still have to make a decision. I understand all that, right? It's just that we live in a litigated state of America. So what are you going to do? Just defend your case. Yeah, that's why you just have to, defend your case and hope for the best. You have a lot to offer. So it's in their best interest to let you just stay. I know, right? I know. 2019, that's even when I started practicing in 2019. So I used to work for somebody else, but then in 2019, I started actually practicing on my own. I know, right? Yeah, I don't have any prediction on this. Yeah, those take forever, first of all. Yeah, I can't really predict anything on that. Since 2018. Oh, I see. Okay. Wow. But we wish you the best, right? We wish you the best. We hope for the best for you. Will you get deported if you have a pending motion to reopen? No, I don't think so because the case is still pending, hasn't been decided. The I-751, I don't think so. Unless you have a previous order of removal, that's different, right? No, the short answer is I don't think so. So, Sam has a lot of questions. Anyway, so thank you very much. We are gonna stop here. Let me see if we have another question here. They can help you come back. They can help you come back, but remember the deportation has like a 10 years bar. But you know, some people they can apply for waivers and see if the waiver works. Or maybe you can come back on non-immigrant type of visa, like work type of visa, not like a green card type. But you know, just know that the deportation has a bar, a 10 years bar to it. It's attached to it. So in order to come back, either the 10 years has lapsed or a waiver is granted. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can the university help you now? No, right now they can't because of failure to maintain lawful status. For the green card, no. It's not going to work. Employment doesn't work like that. Okay. So, letter of support and stuff like that. Now, employment just doesn't work like that. Once the person has been like 6 months has lapsed, there's nothing. You have to have like the 245I exception. Yeah, for it to work. Okay. Yeah, let me stop right here for now. Thank you very much. Until next time. But oh, you mean in terms of letters for your actual case, they can support you, yes, for the actual case with letters. The note taker, you coming when we're done. We're no longer taking questions at this point because we are so done. Yeah, yes, they can help you for that with that letter. Okay, they can help you with that. Thank you very much. Just saying hi, the notes taker. We're done. We're gonna come back again, but not today. So probably in the weekend, Friday, probably Friday or Saturday. Yeah, between Friday and Saturday, I'll come back. If you click the notification bell, so you will be notified for sure. Okay. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye bye.